Hi, so today I'm here with Alex from Experis. Hi Alex, thanks for being with us.
No problem.
Alex, I want to ask you some questions about people who find themselves looking for work in a new country, for example, or sometimes also in their country of origin, but facing certain additional challenges, let's say, with regards to the job search. So I'm thinking, for example, of people returning to work after a career break. As a recruiter, what would you advise them to do in such circumstances?
I would usually advise them to broaden their expectation in relation to maybe the industry that they worked in before. If you have a good skill set, it's applicable across many different types of occupations, many different industries. If you've had a career break, like you said, for example, having the ability to maybe lower your expectations, get your foot in the door, start working again, even for contract positions as well, especially, even if it's for 3 or 4 months, 6 months, you gain experience, you get another blip on your CV, constant working experience, at this, your newest working experience, things like that. It does help. I would never not look at somebody because they've had a career break or because they're from another country. If you have the relevant experience or you had the relevant experience and you haven't worked for a while, it doesn't matter to me, it doesn't matter to a lot of other recruiters, but what you need to do is show that you're willing to work now. Even if it might not be in the caliber as you worked at before, taking something lower for a little bit less money to get your foot in the door, to begin with 3 or 4 month contract, 6 month contract. The flexibility, the willingness to work with the recruiter. The recruiter is always going to help you get in the door with clients. It might even be easier for them to work through us, to get to where they're getting to, because we have a communication and a relationship with a lot of clients, and they come to us to find them people. They're going to ask us a lot less questions than they're going to ask you if you're cold sending CVs to them.
Okay, so then in such cases, if I understand well what you're saying, the recruiter can actually work as a sparring partner, because you're going to take the time to speak to them, to see a bit about their potential, how they can use or expand their skill set, and then from there you're going to basically act on their behalf with your client, saying I have someone who's got potential, and then disregard or offer some different explanation for, not a different explanation, but diminish, say, the importance of the gap in terms of their potential to reintegrate work.
Yeah, exactly, because there's two sides of the recruiter that a lot of people might not realise. Obviously we get jobs from clients and then we source for those jobs with people, but we also have relationships with candidates, and if we find somebody that's good and they have a good skill set and we have a good communication with them, we will actively search for jobs for that person. Okay. So it doesn't just work one way, it works both ways. So having a good communication, a good relationship with the recruiter to candidate is beneficial for all parties. If I see someone who's a good, has got really good experience in this field, I might not have any other open jobs, but I will then source with the rest of my colleagues and the other people in other offices in my company and see what jobs that I can offer that person, because they've got a really good skill set and they're willing to work and they're happy to do, whatever it is to get their foot in the door.
So in other words, you will look not only at what is actually on the resume and what's the latest experience, especially if it's some time ago, but look at the person as a whole, so what they have to offer, how they can present themselves to an employer. Something that I assume, if you're just sending your resume directly to a company, might not be the case, right? So you're giving yourself the chance to be evaluated on two fronts if you work with a recruiter.
Yeah, having that relationship with people is really important to us, and like I said, sparking that communication with a candidate and making sure that their experience and they're useful and we can find something for you and we like you, and we're going to go out of our way to help.
Great. Okay, so thank you very much, Alex.
No problem.